Alright guys, what is going on? Today we're going to be looking at the Apollo Triage. I've also done a video on the other one, but we're going to be looking at this one today, so yeah, let's jump into it. So, when I say other one, I mean the medevac version of the Apollo. Obviously we have the Hermes to look at yet, but I obviously haven't got around to getting one of those. Oops, that's not the button, that's the wrong one. Where's button again? Where's button again? I forgot where the button is. Oh, it's here. Oopsies. But yeah, so if you want to know the difference, there is not really a difference between the medevac and the triage. Just one of them has more armor and maneuverability than the other one. I think the triage also has a little less good components than the other one, but yeah, again, obviously in here it's obviously got a different color inside as well. Obviously this is like red and blue and black and grey and white and all of them colors, but on the other one it is just white and it fits the kind of medical colors more, rather than, I feel like this one feels more like an ambulance than a portable hospital. But yeah, obviously in here we do have the cargo bay. We have our, I believe this is just some sort of weapon slot or something. I don't actually know what this is. It might be some sort of component. I could be wrong. But we have some weapon slots here. We have some more components in the walls. This is a computer, I believe, or something like that. Something on the same lines as a computer. It's something that's not in the game yet, but it's just there. Could be wrong. I don't know, but that's what I think anyways. We do have an engineering terminal in this one, which is quite nice. We do have more components, weapon areas, and whatever that is. Sorry, I actually genuinely don't know what that is, so I can't actually tell you. But more storage area in here. And now inside of these areas here, we do actually have... This is the tier 3 model, by the way. If you own the ship in-game, I'm not sure how it works, but if you own it by owning it on the pledge store, in your hangar you should automatically get the option to be able to swap these out for tier 3, tier 2 or tier 1 on each side. So this is the tier 3 version compared to tier 1 and tier 2. In the tier 2 version there is 2 beds, and in the tier 1 version, the tier 1 version there is 1 bed. So basically the higher the tier, so it goes from 3 to 1, the less beds there is. It does have 600 med gel, the tier 1, and then the tier... Wait, I think it's got more than that, does it not? Hold on, because these have... Okay, so these have 200, so the next one, the tier 2s would have 400, and then the other one has 600. But the reason it does is because the tier 1 can heal tier 1 injuries, which is the worst kind of injury you can get unless you have, like, completely lost a limb. Like, your limb will die. But yeah, that's worst case scenario. But in here we have, I believe, some storage for medical stuff. I'm not really sure what you would put in here, but I don't think we have access to it anyways, unless you can like drag and drop stuff. But yeah, there's more storage in here. We do have a big area in here for a bathroom. A nice big area. For some reason the mirror doesn't work, but that's a bit sad. We do have a toilet that actually works though, which is quite nice. We don't seem to have a shower though, unless... No, we don't seem to have a shower, which is a little bit sad. But obviously it is, again, this feels more like an ambulance than a portable hospital, in my opinion. Like, the colours and everything kind of give it off of, like, we need to get these guys back as fast as possible to the hospital so that they can actually do real work on, which is why I feel like this kind of suits the tier 3 bed design, rather than if you would have another like one like the medevac. Obviously the white vibes, maybe it's tier 1 on each side, or tier 1 and tier 2 sides would feel more like a portable hospital rather than anything else. But again, this is the same on this side. It's the same kind of bathroom, same storage and everything like that. And then we do have some end storage on here as well. And obviously this is an area where you could maybe keep some med gel, or if you can carry like a portable set of med pens in a little tiny box, you can maybe keep them on here too. Now, coming through to the pretty much the last part of the ship, really, is engineering. So this is mainly where a lot of your components will be, along with your engineering terminal. So you've got a bunch of components on this side, a bunch of components on this side, along with an engineering terminal in the middle, which is quite nice to have because you can actually view everything in here. And it's quite a small ship as well, so you can actually see how everything's doing. If like a bed's online, or if the room has life support, so on, so on. And yeah, as you come in here, we have the pilot's room, or the bridge, pretty much. So we have a seat for some sitting areas here. We have 2 beds for each pilot to sleep. We do have little, what I think is like a kitchen area, maybe for like keeping the pilots like hungry, or when they're hungry they can go and make food or whatever. And then we do have a toilet. That's going to hurt your knee. They do have a shower in here though, compared to the other ones where they don't. And the mirror still doesn't work, which is sad. We don't have toilet roll though, so you're going to just have to wipe your ass with a shower head, which is going to be a pretty awkward position to get in, to get your ass cleaned like that. But anyways, this is your pilot seat and your co-pilot seat. And if you didn't know, you can always access the elevator from here. So what you have to do is you can send elevator if you just step back. It wraps around you like this, and it releases and sends down to the front of the ship. So yeah, that is it's a very cool looking ship, in my opinion. The only problem is right now this doesn't really have any gameplay, because the only gameplay you can kind of get out of this is if players put up medical beacons, and that's if they work as of right now. It's a bit of a shame, but obviously if there was medical missions where you can go and rescue random NPCs and things like that were downed or whatever, I think it would be great. But obviously they're not in the game as of right now, so there's no proper medical gameplay to do with medical ships. And it's sad. I think someone's just had a really bad time there. I think someone's just came in too fast and crashed. Oh, that's funny. I feel bad for them now. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. That's been the triage and the other one from the medevac. Obviously I'm going to go over some prices before we finish, but that's all for the interior and the exterior too. Now the Apollo Triage is available on the Pledge store for $260, which for what it is as a portable medbay, if there was actually some medical gameplay looped around it, I actually think it would be kind of worth its price for what it is. It is literally a giant flying hospital or ambulance, and obviously it makes sense. But there is currently no gameplay, so right now it's kind of just used as a normal flyer and for you to respawn. That's it. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be any medical gameplay anytime soon, but it would be nice to eventually get a hold of it. So if you do want to buy this on the in the game, you can only buy this in Nix right now at Levski for 7.5 million, which again isn't actually that bad. I was expecting this to be a little bit more pricey for what it is, but in fact you can get it for 7.5 million. It's actually quite good, so it's actually quite affordable, and it isn't going to be breaking the bank. Now anyways, that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. And if you guys are planning on buying the game, make sure you guys use my referral code at checkout. And yeah, take care, and bye for now.